Hello guys, it's your boy KP. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be previewing Arsenal's second leg tie against Porto. We're 1-0 down on aggregate so far. We lost the away tie and a must-win game. But before we even get into this preview, could I just ask, if you're new or if you're returning, to just subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. You might easily forget. Hit the like button as well. Let's engage with the video and comment down below your thoughts, your predictions, your lineups, just your overall feelings on this tie. Must-win game for Arsenal, and just any other content you want to see me do and your thoughts on my content that I do so far. But without further ado, let's get into the video. In this video, I'm going to be speaking about a few of the quotes from Mikel's press conference, the team news, my overall thoughts on how I think the game's going to go, my lineups, my score predictions, and yeah. And just before we even get into this preview, obviously you see the game that was played yesterday, Liverpool-Man City, 1-1 draw. Think the result that I said that we needed, but overall that was an exhilarating game of football, a game that I can't lie, Liverpool should have won, and they definitely should have had a penalty at the end. But hey, we know how football goes, and they've given us the result now. Arsenal enter the international break being top of the Premier League. We're now in control of our destiny. If we win all the games, all the rest of the games this season, we win the league. Easier said than done because our next game is City, but it's just nice for us to be up top. Obviously I'll get a bit more into that, but focusing on the matters at hand, obviously we got Porto, a team that obviously 2024, the only team to give us our loss, the only team that we haven't even had a shot on target against, and a game where we're going to need to play our best. We're going to need to win. I'm kind of nervous, not nervous that I'm scared that we can't do it, just nervous because of the excitement, the importance of the game, and I genuinely know that it's going to be a big occasion. It's going to be a big game. It's not going to be an easy game. Like, Porto are no scrubs. I've looked at the last couple of results, seeing they beat Benfica, who they're competing for in the Premier League, in the Portuguese Premier League, 5-0. They won the last game 3-0. They haven't lost the game since they beat us, and obviously they're in quite good form and good goal scoring form as well. Obviously, it's going to be a different tie. They come to the Emirates. We're probably going to dominate the ball, but still, you saw how they defended against us in the first leg. You saw how they wasted time, how they did the dark arts, and yeah, man, it's not going to be an easy tie, but a game that we must win, a game that we're going into with our majority full squad. Obviously, only one person that's not going to be, that's definitely not playing this game, that's Gabriel Martinelli, and what a big miss. You see in the pictures, you can see Timber and Tomiyasu. Very pleasant to see Tomiyasu back fit. Obviously, he's probably not going to start this game. Definitely, I don't know if he'll make the squad, but Timber's there as well. Would he make the squad? It'll be interesting. You can see Saka with all smiles, and then Gabriel with Declan Rice and Odegaard. Martinelli's outlet, his pace is going to be missed in this game, obviously massively, and you'll see how I reflect that in how we can try and utilize our squad in my lineup. But we have not that we have bigger fish to fry. Obviously, we're going to leave Martinelli for the running. So with this leg injury, the scab, there's no need to rush him back for this game. We have majority of our players fit, and yeah, man, I'm liking how we're having this next man up mentality. Just going to Mikel's conference, he was talking press conference. He was talking about, someone asked him what did he learn from the first leg, and he said every week, every opponent has their strengths and weaknesses, and the way that they approach the game. And now we know them a bit better. We have played these kind of games many times in the Premier League. We played one 2 days ago, and I think he means against Brentford. And we'll just be focused on being ourselves and focus on the things that we can control better than we did a few weeks ago. So I feel like what he's probably talking about is obviously the whole Porto going down at every corner kick, any little challenge that we did. Obviously, we're not making it a situation to either play the same game or trying to be smart in our challenges, so we're not making them go down for silly fouls. Also, they were wasting a lot of time on their throws and stuff, so making it known to the ref that they're wasting time, making sure we're quick with all of our actions and stuff like that. Mikel also talked about, someone asked him, what would he do differently against Porto tomorrow compared to the first leg? And he said, we're certainly going to have to tweak a few things to generate much more than what we did against them in the first leg. It's the level of the Champions League. You're facing top teams. The fact that there are 2 games as well that plays on your mind, we're going to have to be better tomorrow. Someone also asked him on the potential of the first quarter final since 2010. And he said, that's the opportunity we have it tomorrow, in front of our people, in front of our stadium for 96 minutes. Bring your energy, bring your noise, and let's do it together. So he definitely knows how stale we were in the first leg. Obviously, we didn't have any shots. I think I said in the video I made after that was the first time I've seen Arsenal not even have a shot on target. So I know he's going to make the changes. Obviously, we have a bit more players available. I think not playing Jorginho in that game was missed, not having someone like Zinchenko available, and just our key passes in the game was really missed against Porto and their mid block. It's not the easiest thing to play against mid blocks, but we saw it in that game. I just want us to win. I think it will be very, very bad. Could be very, very dangerous for our title run if we was to lose this game, or at least just get knocked out, even if it was on something like penalties. Because I feel like last season when we came out the Europa League, just having one game a week, it puts pressure on that game. Once you say you get a bad result or you get a draw in a game that you shouldn't have drawn, you're having a whole week to think about it. You're watching other teams' results. You're seeing other teams like that you're competing with in their European ties, winning, gaining momentum. So I feel like we need to stay in the Champions League just for obviously the experience as well, to play more games. So it's not just a big rest between games, and also just to keep battling on all fronts. The motivation to try and win both trophies can push both runs. Do you know what I mean? So I want us to just be mature in this game, be mature in our play. Obviously, there's going to be times in the game it's going to be hard. We'll have to weather out Porto's pressure. They're a good team. I'm not saying they're the best in Europe, but they're a good team. They're a respectable European side. They have good players. You know, Pepe, experienced veteran. You saw their attacking players, what they can do. And we've got to make sure that we're on our A game. I just hope Mikel plays the right team. For my lineup in this game, I'm going to go with a slightly changed lineup, obviously considering the team news. Obviously, Raya gets his place back in goal. Obviously, he couldn't play on Saturday against Brentford, his parent club, even though we're going to make that deal permanent, but he comes straight back in for me, no doubt about that. Ben White, quality player, my man of the match, stays on the right. Saliba and Gabriel, centre back. And I'm going to go with Zinchenko, left back. Obviously, he got his little 20, 25 minutes against Brentford, get some minutes in his legs. Obviously, Kivio's done nothing wrong. I think he's been quite quality, and against Man City, I could have the argument that I might put Kivio in there because I feel like just for the defensive solidarity, his strength, his composure, and his calmness, I need it. But in this game where we're going to have a lot of the ball, where we're going to need the passing from deep, and where I want to free up Rice to be in those pockets as well, I want Zinchenko to play left back and invert and do his thing. I think we've missed his progressive passing in that first phase, and that can allow Ben White to be an overlapping option, underlapping option, and just give us different solutions because Zinchenko's quality on the ball. In the midfield, I'm going to go Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard. I think we need to stick with that strong midfield. Rice is looking sweet in the 8. He's getting goals. He's getting shots off. He's all over the pitch. And Jorginho is just bossing it from that register position. So I want him to stay there, continue doing his things. He's won the Champions League. He's the most experienced player in our squad. And we're going to need him. We surely missed him in that first leg. And I know that he'll ball out in this leg. And in the attacking line, I'm going to Saka on the right, Havertz up front, and I'm going Jesus on the left. I think Trossard lacks the pace, I think, on the left-hand side. Obviously, it will be a game where Porto will play deep, probably mid to low block, but I think in the first leg, we saw Trossard kind of struggle to get into the game. Same thing in Brentford. Despite I feel like he was decent in the first half, I felt like he struggled to really affect the game. I feel like Jesus' magic, his flair, his trickery, his unpredictability, and his ability to still you manipulate the ball and just be involved in the game will be very useful. And his experience in Champions League as well, with Man City as well, would be nice. Have Trossard come off the bench with players like Partey, Smith Rowe, Vieira, Reece Nelson to affect the game as well. Obviously, we never know Timber and Tomiyasu might be on the bench, but that's my team. Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Odegaard, Rice, Saka, Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus. And my score predictions, obviously, we need to win this game by more than 2 goals. So it'll be a tight game. I think it's a game, if we want to be comfortable as Arsenal fans, we need to get a goal early, at least 1 goal early, so at least it's a level playing ground, and try and at least get 2 goals in the first half so that we can at least give ourselves the opportunity for Porto to either open up, or if they want to stay there and die, they can stay there and die. Not literally, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go with 3-1 Arsenal. I think Porto will probably start the game fast, get a goal early. I think Porto will score somewhere in the game. Obviously, I'm predicting 3-1, but I feel like we will do enough to win the game. I feel like it will be a quality night and a lovely experience for those that are going. I wish I was going, and us watching at home. So that's 3-1. Book our place in the quarterfinals and go into this international break. Top of the Premier League, looking at the draw, who we're going to get in the quarterfinals, and everything is looking quite rosy at Arsenal Football Club, man. I just hope we get the dub. I hope Mikel plays the team, and I hope the players play to the occasion. I don't hope we don't play the occasion. I hope we play the game, and live up to the occasion, not play the occasion. Don't get caught up in the theatrics of what Porto might do, or the fans and getting over emotional. I'm not saying we should channel all of that to just play how we've been playing all these games so far this year. And yeah, man, let our run continue. One of these chips are coming home, or both of these chips are coming home. But it's been your boy KP. This is another video. Come on, you Gunners, let's get this dub and book our place in the next round. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Speak soon.